All right, guys, as I promised, I have a huge surprise. I am sitting here in Arlington, Texas, with a true legend, WWE Hall of Famer, Jake the Snake Roberts. Before we go anywhere, I have to tell you a story. My father hated wrestling, absolutely hated it. One day, I guess it was in 92, 93, I don't remember exactly who you were in the program with, but you were cutting a promo. And my dad walked by the TV, and he stopped, and he said, "Now that's a real fucking man." And then he walked on. Well, I mean,
he was absolutely right. Your dad nailed that.
Yeah, I mean, the reason he hated wrestling because it was at that point it was very comical, but you brought realism into it.
Yeah.
How important is that now? I mean,
I don't care what anybody does out there. That's going to be their own shtick, their own style, whatever. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to like it. I did it my way. I believe my way is absolutely right, and that's the only way I can run it.
I mean, your promos were, they were low cut. You said what you had to say.
I just said, kept it real, man.
Yeah.
Keep it real. The first thing is, if somebody's yelling at me, I'm not going to listen to that crap.
Right.
I'm going to turn it off and walk away. So these guys that get on there and bark real loud and yell, and then they really blow it because they'll say, "I'm going to kill you." Wait a minute. How many people have you killed so far? Where do you bury your dad? Let's keep it real.
Right.
Let's don't be stupid out there, And I think that runs a lot of people off of wrestling, especially like guys like Sin Bodhi, He once had a shot, but there was a guy out there imitating him called Kizarny. And Kizarny was much better, Mike.
I'm going to kill you!
Oh, see? That was Kizarny.
That was Kizarny.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the state of professional wrestling now?
Well, I don't like what I see. It's not my game.
On the WWE or just in general?
In general.
Okay.
It's not my style. It's not the way I seen it coming up. The guys I respected, I'll forever keep them in my mind, and they'll be right up front.
Right.
Guys like Jack Briscoe, Harley Race, Bruiser Brody,
wow.
Bob Sweetan, Buck Robley. These guys, Eddie Graham, I could go on and on and on. They were the real deal, man. Now, they were damn good wrestlers.
Now tonight, you're actually getting back in the ring.
Yeah.
And we have 15
I'm getting back
guys.
in the ring with that.
Right. Whoa.
He's a real asshole. Just want to tell you that up front.
But
yeah, 15 guys, not real smart.
No, well, I said on the pre-show that they have the honor and the privilege, but the misfortune as well.
Yeah.
And you've made a hell of a transformation in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And Diamond Dallas Page has a lot to do with that, if not everything to do with it. Not to take anything away from you.
He didn't do the hard work. Well, maybe he did, chasing me around and keeping me clean for 5 years. It's certainly been something that it was a lot of work. He had to have a tough skin, man, because we threw some stuff at each other. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah. But, I'm sure there's some stuff that didn't make it to the movie.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But so I mean, are you excited to be able to get back in the ring and talk to these guys and share some of your knowledge?
I'm excited. Hopefully they'll get it. But again, I gotta keep in the front of my mind that I'm 60 and fix to be 61.
Right.
And sometimes you let that penis get you in a bad crack, so to speak. You wind up with poop on it. So there you go.
I don't know if we can go any further with that. What do you got coming up? I know you're doing a comedy tour.
Yeah,
and
comedy tour.
Got some books coming out.
Got a book coming out. Sin Bodhi and I have some irons in the fire out in LA as far as doing some television stuff. I think 2017 is going to be a kick-ass year for Jake and Sin Bodhi. And,
right.
You're going to hold me to that at the end of the year too, by God.
Since we brought Sin Bodhi up, you've got another guy that's going to be in this battle royal, Marcus Berg. Mm-hmm. You trained him in Sin Bodhi.
He's not going to be here. He chicken shitted out.
Oh, that's
he's
horrible.
A real piece of crap. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, Mr. Roberts, I do appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
And I hope nothing but the best for you. You've been one of my favorites growing up. You scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, and I have nothing but respect for you.
No problem at all, man.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.